Foreign Minister Bilawal urged the international community to help in capacity building of the Afghan interim authorities to take on the threats of terrorism. The Foreign Minister was taking part in a panel discussion in Munich Security Conference. He said the international community wanted the Afghan interim government to live up to its obligations and commitments in areas like women education, all-inclusive government and tackling of potential threats from terrorism emanating from terrorist groups like Islamic State, TTP and Al-Qaeda. The Foreign Minister said that if this issue was not taken seriously, the terrorist groups could conduct terrorist activities from Afghanistan, as had been witnessed recently from incidents in Pakistan.
In Afghanistan, the interim government live up to their commitments to the women of their country and to the international community to allow for that to happen. We all want to see a more inclusive setup in Afghanistan, as they had committed before the fall of Kabul. And finally, I think what the most important issue is and should be for us in the region and the international community is the potential security threat and terrorist threat emanating out of Afghanistan. There's obviously the Daesh and ISIS threat to the TTA, but then there's a whole alphabet soup of terrorist organizations that have and still do base themselves out of Afghanistan, be they the Tehrik-e-Taliban Pakistan, the Baloch Liberation Army, Al-Qaeda, the ETIM, and I could go on.
Bilawal said the global community should convince the Afghan interim government to take on the threat of terrorism and demonstrate its will. The Pakistani Foreign Minister cautioned that terrorism not only posed threat to immediate neighbors of Afghanistan but also to the West. He said that Pakistan had helped Afghanistan in the past and would continue to do so, as it had hosted the largest number of Afghan refugees on its soil, adding that the international community could not wash their hands and turn away from Afghanistan. The Sindh police constituted a 5-member committee to investigate the attack on the Karachi police chief's office last night and supervise the case's progress. The hours-long combat between terrorists and law enforcement agencies on Friday at the Karachi police office left 4 people martyred and 19 injured. In contrast, all 3 terrorists belonging to the banned militant group Tehrik-e-Taliban Pakistan were killed. The committee included Sindh Counter-Terrorism Department DIG Police Zulfikar Ali Larik as its chairman, while the other members included Karachi South Zone DIG Police Irfan Ali Baloch, Crime Investigation Agency DIG Police Muhammad Kareem Khan, Karachi CTD Operations SSP Tariq Nawaz and Karachi CTD Investigation in charge Raja Umar Khattab. An Islamabad court stated that charges against former Interior Minister and PTI ally Sheikh Rashid Ahmed will be framed on 2nd March in a case pertaining to claims he made on television that former President Asif Ali Zardari was involved in a fresh assassination plot against PTI chief Imran Khan. The Islamabad police had arrested the former Interior Minister on 2nd February, after which the court had granted the police his 2-day physical remand. A similar case was filed against him in Murray on 3rd February. The Islamabad High Court had approved his bail application against the submission of a surety bond of 50,000 rupees on Thursday. More than 45,000 people have been killed in the earthquake that struck Turkey in Syria, and the toll is expected to soar, with some 264,000 apartments in Turkey destroyed and many still missing in the country's worst modern disaster. 11 days after the quake hit, 3 survivors were dug out from the rubble in Turkey on Friday. The death toll in Turkey stands at 39,672, while neighboring Syria has reported more than 5,800 deaths. Syria's toll has not changed for days. Mosques around the world on Friday performed absentee funeral prayers for the dead in Turkey and Syria, many of whom could not receive full burial rites given the enormity of the disaster.